Hola, amigas. Welcome back.
How are you feeling? She's just been
So
all
jet
around the
lagged.
world, you guys. She's cansada, desvelada.
Oof, I'm just booked and busy. It's such a exhausting summer. Summer in the Hamptons.
Yeah, you're like the summers in Gstaad. We're just so gorgeous.
Yeah, we were at St. Bart's for like a week. It was crazy. Hombre, dude, it's just been a lot of traveling like I did in July just for work. Was in San Diego, and then like we went on our vacation, which is about like 9 days long,
That's long.
in the UK, and then got back, and then I immediately went on a work trip like this week. So now I'm like at home. I need to unpack my last bag that I've had. But yeah, then hopefully I'm not traveling in August because it's too much.
Yeah.
And like the time difference did fuck me up a little bit. But here we are.
Back in the studio.
Back in the studio, getting back into the swing of things, amigas, to give you all the tea.
I know you're probably tired, but you look very glowy. You look like you've had, I don't know. Did you get work done in Europe?
I went for a BBL ad.
You look really good.
I went for a mommy makeover.
Like before I have kids, I'm gonna get the mommy makeover.
I'll already be the mommy makeover.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was, I mean, it definitely, like, I feel like a little bit sleep deprived, but did sleep in today, like, you slept in yesterday, so, and then Friday, I was like, hey, can I, like, log off a little bit early just because I'm just, like, really tired, and so I did, and I was just sort of, like, hanging around on the couch. But I can't really, like, nap during the day anymore, ever since I got back on Prozac, which I think is good because I think I was just sleeping a lot, but now I'm, like, I can't really, like, nap.
Yeah.
It's too bright, or like I'm like it's too like it's just day. I just can't like do that. So yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, how are you?
I'm doing good. I'm not reporting on anything super exciting on my end. Luke and I are just the exciting things are going to happen in the winter, like when we go to Japan. So right now we're just trying to like save money. Although this last month, Luke and I were like, we need to treat ourselves a little bit. So like usually we have like a budget, but we're just going to spend whatever budget we usually save and like go out to eat or whatever. But yeah, nothing super exciting. I mean, I have like a few stories here and there that like I would love your opinion on.
Yeah.
Cause I'm sure you've had situations where you're like, should I be mad that just happened to me?
Yeah.
So I want your advice on that. But
Okay.
yeah. What are you wearing today?
I feel like we're kind of like on the same palette here. I'm wearing actually my whole outfit. I'm wearing like a tank and some shorts. Is Old Navy. So my black shorts are Old Navy, and this like tan taupe tank from Old Navy as well. But I am pairing it with some Mexican flats. Like, what do you call these? Like huarache style flats that I got at the Pulga in Laredo.
They're cute.
This like one of these past times that I went with my mom, there's like a lady that has just a bunch of like imported Mexican shoes. So I got some flats from there.
Yeah.
But yeah, keeping it very summer, very casual.
Very gorgeous.
Oh, thanks.
Very beautiful.
I feel like we're so matchy though.
We
like
are.
so.
Yeah, I'm also giving taupe realness right now, I guess. It's funny, we were talking about like vintage clothes shopping, and I was like, we don't really do that. Like we try to save up and buy expensive, but because of this podcast, I'm like, I need new clothes because I'm running out of clothes. So I got this vest have you heard of Second Street?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, they have one on campus, and then they have one at Sunset Valley as well. So I got this here. So like getting little outfits here and there. I thought this was like a cute summer fit, and I was kind of inspired by your trip to the UK. So I'm like giving like prep school kid.
Oh, yes.
But yeah, and then I've got like my Rick Owens cargo pants, and then my Bottega Veneta, my Herman Munster boots.
I always think like in my head, I think of like a bodega.
Yeah.
Like a bodega.
Well, they're a Spanish brand, so that's why it's called Bottega. Yeah.
And so like speaking of thrifting, earlier this month in July, my like my neighborhood in the Facebook group, this one of my neighbors organized like a clothing swap.
Oh,
So like she sent like a party full like invitation where it was like, okay, what sizes are you trying to get rid of? I mean, I don't really think that at the end of the day that really mattered. Like just several people showed up with like all different types of clothes, but it was like, are you trying to get rid of? And then like what sizes are you looking for? But it was like the first one. And she ended up being like just around the corner from my house when like we got the address sent. So I think like 6, maybe 8 of us showed up. And I took like a bunch of like old jeans that I just didn't want and like a couple of tops. But also I was like, very selective. I'm like, I mean, there's stuff that I clearly should probably just go to something like Goodwill versus like, oh, I think maybe somebody else could want to swap this. So I took it over. I took like a little box of clothes, and then I actually got a couple things from there too. So I got like this like over, like it has suspenders, but it's like a high-waisted skirt. Like it goes up to here.
Yeah.
And it's like really flowy. And it was new, like still had the tag. She was like, I bought it, I never wore it. And I tried it on and she's like, oh my God, take it. So like we just swapped a bunch of stuff, and then whatever like people didn't take and you wanted to get rid of, she just took in a bag. She's like, well, I'll donate the rest for everybody.
Yeah.
So like this lady took a bunch of like my old jeans and my skirts for like her niece who was coming into town from like Mexico, and she's like, "Ta chiquita," and I'm like, "Good, because those don't fit me anymore." So like she took like a bunch of that stuff, and I took like somebody had a muumuu there, and I was like, "I want this," like so I took a muumuu.
Oh my God, I love that.
But I took like some like a long like that skirt. I took some overalls from like ModCloth that were like I ended up wearing them in the UK, and then I took like so like a little romper and just like, and then like a cute, like 2 cute tops, like one button down that I actually wore to my client meeting. So it was really cool. We're just like sitting around, like going through clothes, like trying, like she set up her laundry room and her bedroom as, what do you call them? Like dressing rooms. So you could just go try stuff on, and then she had like a mirror outside, and we're just like going through like trying stuff on. So I took a couple things, I left some things, some people took some of my things, and overall I think it was pretty cool. I think she's gonna do it again, and I was like, hey, we should do like seasonal stuff, like when the winter comes, let's swap some jackets, some coats, whatever. Or like if we just want to do like dress edition, because I think a bunch of us just have dresses that we just buy for like certain occasions, and now we're like, what are we gonna do with it?
Yeah.
But it was fun. I was a little nervous, but everybody was super friendly.
Yeah.
Like
Did any men go?
no, it was just girls.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was just girls.
Okay.
I don't know if like guys would organize something like that.
That's true.
What they've been organizing is like morning walks and runs together and all that stuff, but fuck that. I don't want to do it.
It's interesting the things men are doing now for like to feel like community together. It's all very like manly centric. Like let's
Men
go
are
on.
longing for community.
They're like, let's go run together. I'm like, why don't y'all just sit down and like have a chat?
have a chat. Yeah, they're
Like,
like,
why do we need to run to?
let's just grunt. Let's work out. Like whatever.
I mean, honestly, whatever keeps them out of the house and from killing women. Honestly, like,
you know what? Yeah. Whatever
just-
stops you up from being like fucking fiends out there.
yeah.
Like
If you need to run to feel closeness to another man, fine, whatever.
gay ass.
Okay, speaking of muumuu, do you ever, sometimes when you feel anxious, do you ever feel this need to like be creative, or you're like, oh, I just have this energy and I want to do something?
No, because I don't feel creative.
Okay.
Like I just don't feel like I have, and this is something that like Ricardo brought up yesterday. Like he was having conversation, and somebody asked him like, do you think you have a good imagination? And he was like, what a question. Because they were like, you write music, you write like screenplays, like do you think like you just have an imagination? Do you think you have a good imagination? And I was like, that's such a good question, because I don't think I have a good imagination. Like I don't think I can picture things in my head.
Okay. Yeah.
So I feel like that kind of stuff. I don't feel like I need to let something out creatively. Maybe writing, but not like anything like where I want to make. And though I've tried to get into cross stitching. I've tried to get into like sewing. The last thing I sewed was I tore up a Bad Bunny shirt and I made a little one for Lola, but that was it.
Cute.
Like,
yeah.
I thought I could get into doing my own nails. Didn't do that. Like,
well, and I think I'm like that too. Like I've tried different things and I think I'm such a perfectionist. You know what I mean? So I'm like, oh, I don't want to do that. I feel like I tried.
If I'm not going to be good at it, I don't want to.
Yeah, exactly. Or like, even with this podcast, when we started it, I was like, ooh, this is fun. But then in my head, like the darkness, the dark Ricky came out and was like, what if you have to do this like forever? And I was like, but what if we do have to do it forever?
Yeah.
Then it'd be fun. You know what I mean? But I was like, oh, wow, like this is a commitment. The idea of committing to something is very scary to me. But anyway, okay. So the reason I asked is because I've been feeling very anxious and I'm going to start a new medication. But I was like, I want a moo-moo. Okay. And I have some extra sheets at the house and I just like cut a hole in the middle and I made my own moo-moo. And now I'm like at home like, woo!
I love that.
Yeah. So there's just this like square sheet with a hole in the middle.
What if you cut the 2 holes and you're just a ghost around the house?
It'll be seasonal.
You're just like haunting Luke.
Yeah. So like I've been trying. Oh God, I have another story. Like my therapist, I feel like he broke up with me.
What?
Well, okay.
The tree hugger?
He was, I guess therapists sometimes work with different maybe practices or something. So the one I was going to, I guess they're disbanding. And so they're going to go do their own thing. And so he was already working for another practice. He's like, well, I have another office if you want to come, but it's all the way in Spicewood Springs Road, which is like super far west.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck, I guess like I'll have to make it work. Luke and I share a car. Maybe if I can time it right, like if I'm already up northwest, like I can pick him up right after or whatever. And then I guess they have like a secretary and she messaged me. She's like, well, the rate is going to be like $200. I was like, I was paying $80. And she's like, well,
different insurance or what?
He doesn't accept insurance. So this is all out of pocket. And so I was like, well, I'm paying $80. Can you ask him? She's like, I'll talk to him. And she's like, well, he said he could do $100. I'm like, really? Like, it's not that much. It's $20. But the fact that I also have to drive farther away, I'm just like, I'm not interested. Like, I'm not going to do all that.
Like, it would be like, oh, I'm like bringing in a patient.
Yeah.
So I want to keep the same rate because I want to keep this patient.
Yeah. I mean, maybe he just has a lot of them. So like, I'm not seeing him anymore. But kind of where I was going with this was that he was telling me a lot about like, he feels like I'm a very serious person. So he's like, you need to learn to like play. Like have
like,
fun.
Wait, what?
How, yeah, like I'm like, how? Like, do I need to like buy things? Like, what do you mean? Like, what are the crafts that I
like
need to
literally?
Yeah.
Like what?
No, he did. He's like, you and Luke need to like play around. And of course, Luke, when he heard that, he's like, oh, like have sex more. I'm like, that's not what he meant. He's like, I like this therapist. I'm like, no, he literally means like be like childlike.
Yeah. So
that was one of the things I did where, because I've even said this to him before. I'm like, I feel like even in my own home, if I want to be silly, I feel like, this sounds really fucked up or creepy, but I feel like I'm being watched by other people. Like someone's going to look through my window. He's like, but what if they do? Who cares? It's your house. You can do whatever you want. And his big thing for me towards the end was like free will. He's like, you have free will. You could literally sell all your shit and move to Costa Rica if you wanted to. And I'm like, I feel like that's a very white mindset that I can't identify with.
I've been seeing a lot of that like free will thing, like in terms of like TikTok trends where it's like, have you seen this girl? Like she walks around and she's like using her free will. Like it's the joke. Like there's a car with the window open and she just puts her hand in and she goes like that. And she walks by this, I guess, auto shop where like the garage door is like kind of down, kind of open, but she like goes under it and she goes and touches the guy's things. And she's like, what are you doing? And the guy's like, who are you? Like, and I think she goes to him like once a month now, or like she just stops by every time she's around there. Like it's probably like on her walk or something. And the guy already knows her, but she's like using her free will and stuff.
I do think it's kind of empowering.
My joke about it was that I don't know if I sent you the picture, but when I came back from San Diego, I asked if I could sit in the front seat.
Of the Uber?
No, of the plane.
What?
Like if I could sit on the pilot seat. Okay, you got to put that picture up.
What did they tell you? Ma'am, sit
Well,
down.
no, like it was actually on the way already home, like from San Diego. So I was coming back, and I'm getting off the plane here in Austin, and I'm walking front, and I asked one of the flight attendants, because it's the Southwest. So I asked I was like, hey, do you think they'll let me take a picture up there? And then he's like, sure. And he goes, and then he goes in, and then he's like, well, the pilot's not here, but you can sit in his seat. So the co-pilot was there. Yeah. And then I was like, here, take a picture. And he's like, of you or of both of you? And I said, me and my co-pilot. Like, so me and him, and like, this is...
Oh my God.
And then I said, okay, now just like one of me. So he just like took one of me. And then I was like, thank you for getting me home safely. And I just like hopped out. Like, it was just a quick picture. Yeah. Like, I had like only a backpack, so I just put it on real quick.
You're like, that's so invigorating.
Yeah. I was like, and then I sent it to my team, like because everybody was like leaving San Diego at different times. So everybody was like, oh, great trip or whatever. We're all like in the one Slack thread. And then I was like, hey, I hope everyone gets home safe. I did. And then I took a picture.
Career change, you guys.
Yeah, I was like, hey guys, I'm a pilot now. So then I was like, just ask. And I was like, kind of like, what if they say no? No, they have to. Like, I've seen people do it. Like, they say yes all the time. I think you would have to find the wrong pilot on the wrong day to be like, no. But like, why wouldn't they? So I was just like, free will, dude.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I think that's
just
why
adding a little whimsy to my day.
I mean, that's why I am kind of a little sad that I'm not seeing him anymore. Or maybe I will, whatever. But like, I think right now I can't justify the extra $20 and the drive.
Yeah.
But I think that he does have good advice. Like, I don't know, I feel like as Latinos, especially like since our families were immigrants and they struggled, I feel like you just get taught that the world is tough and you just have to like get through it. And I feel like there's not a lot of, obviously like Latinos, we do laugh and we joke around. We do joke and stuff like that, but I feel like there's no room for whimsy, because it's like, who has time for that?
Yeah.
Like, I've said the story about my mom. She was like feeling stressed and I was like, you should take a bath. She's like, who has time to take a bath?
Oh, what?
She's like, I barely have time to take a shower. You know, she's like, why would I sit in my bath and enjoy myself? Like,
but it's like, that's crazy, because what you're saying is like, but you do have time.
Yeah, you can make time.
Like, who says?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, time is made up, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, it's just a construct.
Yeah, for sure. So that kind of leads me into the next topic, which is like me getting into witchcraft, which if my family sees this, they're going to be like, oh my God. Because they're like, I wouldn't say super Catholic, but they're believers, right?
I know, yo no hago eso. Yo con el diablo no me meto.
But so I started to delve into witchcraft by creating a money bowl. Have you heard of what that is?
No.
It's either a money bowl or a jar. And it's this, you have some sort of vessel and you start by putting in rice and salt, because those are like grounding elements. And then you put in cinnamon, cloves, or bay leaves. And those symbolize like wealth and prosperity. And then you can put other little offerings like coins or dollar bills. And so that's supposed to help you like manifest like quote unquote abundance. But I was thinking in my head the other day, I'm like, what if I did it wrong and I created a debt bowl? A debt bowl.
And then it's just going to keep taking money from you.
Yeah. So like, it's been nice because like, I'm even getting Luke into it, which, you know, he's very like anti that, and he's like a scientist or whatever, but he kind of was like, look, I know you wanted to get into witchy stuff, and like there's this job I'm applying to, and like I don't know, maybe if you want to like do something for me about, I'm like, and I was joking, I'm like, he's gonna come home with me with 2 sacrificed chickens and like 2 men chained up. I'm like, what? You told me. Doing witchcraft.
What? Yeah. This is what it needs. Yeah. This is what it takes. You want the job, don't you?
So like he's been getting into it, and so we've been leaving like, if I go out on a walk and I see a flower, I'll leave like a little offering in the bowl or whatever. And then I turn on some incense. So like, it's like little things like that.
Okay.
And I have a friend, Alyssa, who is into like kind of witchcraft like that too. And we were talking about it. And she's like, there's not like one way to do witchcraft. It really is about just setting an intention, and whatever that feels like for you, whether it's lighting a candle or if you want to get a spell book or whatever, you can do it whatever way you want. And since I still have some religious trauma, like she was like, "Oh yeah, I put a candle on a pentagram," and I was like, "What? Pentagram? What? No, I'm not. That's too far."
And then what? The devil came? Like,
I'm like,
what?
that's too far. That's
You
too
were
far.
possessed?
She's like, "No, it's nothing bad," and she's like, "Whatever you feel, you want to, whatever's the most comfortable." So I'm kind of delving into it. So maybe one day I'll bring the ingredients for us to make a money bowl, and then maybe you can have it somewhere if you want to. Yeah.
I mean, what I've been really like more curious about is like Etsy witches. Like, what could I do? Because mostly like, again, I'm like being influenced by like videos and stuff, but like I'm seeing like reels and TikToks where they're like, yeah, I asked an Etsy witch to help me get a job and I got the job. Or like I asked an Etsy witch for a clear day on my wedding and it rained all week, but not my wedding day. And so it's like, and the comments are like, yeah. And then they like name somebody. They're like, so-and-so's my favorite one. And they just have like favorite Etsy witches that they like go to. So I'm like, okay, what is something, because I'm also kind of scared. I'm like, dude, what if I open the portal to another world and yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm thinking very like Drag Me to Hell. Have you seen that movie?
Yes.
And so like, it's just kind of, I'm like, what, I don't want to like fuck with the powers that be, right? So, but also like, what is something like really small and like inconsequential that I could test this with to be like, does this work? I don't know.
But also with that kind of stuff too, like whenever I set an intention, like I'm not necessarily asking for something specific because it's kind of like a monkey's paw situation.
Right.
Because if you're like,
Bedazzled?
I want lots of money, and then I don't know what that would look like. It might be like really bad. Something fucked up happens. I'm more asking like abundance is the word. And abundance, I'm like, whatever that means for the universe. I'm like, if it's health, if it's like really positive, happy experiences, if it's like travel, whatever that looks like, I will bring it in as long as it's hopefully positive for me. So, I mean, I think you can ask for specific things, but yeah, the thing I worry about is like, not everybody has good intentions, especially with an Etsy witch online. You don't know what they could secretly do. Just make sure if they reach out, they're like, hey, send me some of your hair, that you don't do that. You're like, okay.
They're like, send me, they run an ancestry thing on me. No, like, well, that kind of scares me, but also like kind of us very timely to the movie we saw last night, Obsession. Like it's the guy basically makes a wish he makes a wish that he says, I want her to love me more than anything in the world.
Dumb.
And then she does, but which is very creepy.
Yeah.
Like, are you going to watch this movie?
Probably not. No, and I've already seen like clips and I know
like,
what happens. Yeah.
Do you know the cat thing? So like he has a cat and like it dies, right? But then like once he makes the wish, she's like doing everything for him. Like she cooks the cat and makes him a sandwich. Cause she thought like it's like fucking with her. Because she's not there.
She's like possessed.
Yeah.
Because there's moments where she's like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
and then like the thing takes over.
So she's like, so she's like thinking that he would like this.
Yeah.
And he's like, but this whole time it's like also like, be careful what you wish for, but also he like doesn't want this to stop. Like he's just so lonely. And that's what we're saying. Like it's the commentary on
the male loneliness.
Which if men are so lonely and suffering in silence, why are we always hearing about it kind of thing? Because at the end of the day, he's like, well, no, I do want her to love me. Or like I do, like the part where like where he can feel love or like where they're even like having sex or whatever. He's like, and I'm like, men are going to be men till the end of time.
Yeah. Well, isn't there also a scene where I think he wants to get one of his friends to make a wish to like undo it?
And he wishes for $1 billion.
Yeah.
And it just starts falling out of the sky.
Yeah. And they're both like, what the fuck?
And he's like, no.
Yeah. But the clip I saw is people were like anticipating that like all the money was going to like maybe crush him to death or like something negative was going to happen.
Yeah. Because you're right. It is be careful what you wish for. And then I also think of the movie Bedazzled. Have you seen that one? Brendan Fraser. No. And ¿cómo se llama?
Shannon
Elizabeth Hurley, the British one.
Yeah.
And so she's the devil.
Oh yeah.
And he's making the wishes, but he doesn't like believe her, and he goes, "I wish I had a Big Mac." And like, they get on the bus. She takes him to McDonald's. She orders for him. He pays because she forgot her wallet, and he's like, I didn't even get my fries. And she's like, oh, you wish for a Big Mac and a large Coke.
Yeah. Be specific.
That's what it is. And then later in the movie, when he's like trying to count his wishes, he's like, I still have 2 left. She's like, no, you have 1 left. Remember, you wished for a Big Mac and a Coke. And he's like, what the fuck? Like, what does that count? So it just kind of reminds me like all this woo-woo stuff is tricky.
Yeah.
You're going to wish for something and it's going to be too literal.
Yes.
But I also want to try an Etsy witch.
Okay, so going back to what you were saying, like what would be a small thing?
Well, a promotion. No, I don't know. Like,
I want to be CEO of the company.
yeah, make me CEO.
Mm-hmm.
CEO.
You girl boss too hard. Now you're CEO.
I don't know. Maybe like something like a little money. But that feels like a big wish. Money.
Is
feels
there
like a big
anything
wish.
you've lost that you're like, this is really special to me, a piece of jewelry or something you can't find? Do you want to reconnect with someone maybe?
Oh, that could be good. That could be good. But no, like that when you like involve other people,
Well,
that's
okay.
creepy.
Yes, I guess so. But you know, the one thing too that scares me is ancestor worship, where you kind of like, and a lot of cultures do it, where you'll like plead for like help from your ancestors and stuff like that. That stuff scares me because like, what if there's another entity that's like, oh, they're calling out to me and it's not your family and it can try to do bad things for you.
What if like there was somebody that was like innately like evil in your family?
Yep, that's another thing too. Mm-hmm.
And you're like asking for their help and like what is it, like basically summon them.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, that's creepy.
Yeah.
See, we could find probably like the negative to every single thing.
Yeah, so that's why I try to keep it simple. I'm like, universe, whatever you want to give me that's fierce, do it. I say
Do
that
it.
every morning.
Yes, that should, as soon as you wake up, thank you, Lord, for this fierce day. Bring on more things.
Bring on more fierceness and make me more fierce. And the people around me, make them even fiercer. Yeah. I mean, keeping it simple. So, yeah. Is there something special that you've lost?
I can't think of anything right now something that I like lost and like I want back. But maybe it'll be like, shit, I don't know. Everything goes back to money for me. I'm
Yeah.
like, because I was like, what if we go on a trip? Well, I need money for that.
Yeah. Is there something at work that hasn't been going well that you're like, I would love this to move a little bit further than where it is? Like a project or promotion?
I guess so. Yeah. But I mean, that would be like, okay, what's the promotion? What's the next promotion or whatever?
Think about it.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to think about it. And then I'm going to, you know what? First, partly what I'm going to do is I'm just going to look at Etsy witch profiles on, like on Etsy. Like, what do they say?
This podcast.
What do they promise?
This podcast, we could get an NC Witch to help us get this a little bit more out there.
A ver. Let's see if we go viral. But what I'm going to start looking is like, I'm just going to read their profiles. Like, what do they even promise you?
Yeah.
Or what are their disclaimers? Like little asterisks at the bottom. This is not real.
Yeah.
This is all in your head.
They're like, dismembering or removal of semen is not my problem.
Or Cosectra.
Yeah, that would be, please report back. I'd be interested to see your experience with that.
That's fine. Well, okay. To tie it to like free will. So we had like booked our flights to London months ago.
Right.
And the whole purpose was because like a band that I really, really liked when I was in high school, last released an album in 2014 or 2016, but they like retired in 2016. So they actually they did like a reunion festival in Leeds, in the UK, like a 20-year like anniversary of their like debut album. So I remember like when that came out, like I bought tickets without even knowing if I was going to go. That's why I bought like the insurance on the tickets, just whatever. And then after talking about it with Ricardo, like was like, well, let's go. So we had gotten tickets like maybe at this point like 6 months ago. Like it was a while. But then like a couple of days before the trip, I got an email, and this is like British Airways, and now there's like direct flights from like Austin to London, which is nice. And they were like, hey, you can upgrade your seats by like bidding. So they have this like scale of like the least amount to the most amount. It's not like zero. Like it starts in like 1,000s of like per seat to like upgrade. So like basically you put an offer in, and if they accept it, then they'll charge you that extra money and you can upgrade the seat.
Okay.
So we had joked about it. We're like, fuck it, should we do it? Like we've never done it. Like we have gone to the UK before, so we know what that flight's like in economy. Like we've done that in economy. And we're like, should we do it? Whatever. Mind you, I was a little under the influence, and I was like, this sounds fun.
Yeah.
So honestly, I just put my credit card down. I bid the lowest amount that I could, and I was like, fuck it, just on the way there. Because you could do it per like trip, right? And on the way there, because we were leaving Austin at like 6 p.m. The flight is 9 hours long. That would put us landing in London at like 3 a.m. local time, but 9 a.m. their time. So I was like, that would be perfect if we just had like a better seat to be more rested to land at the beginning of the day over there.
Yeah.
So I did it. And then I was like, whatever, dude, I put the lowest bid. What if like they don't even accept it? And then maybe like 4 or 5 hours before the flight, I got an email that was like, congratulations, you've been upgraded. And I was like, fuck. They were just like, surprise, bitch, we charge your credit card.
Yeah.
And so I was like, well, looks like we're flying business class, which is first class in that plane.
Are those the ones where you can lay down?
Yeah.
I'm so jealous.
Yeah. So it's the one where like our seats, like it was just, we were by the window. So it's just one seat, and it's kind of like facing like diagonal a little bit to the window. And so Ricardo was like in J, and I think I was like in K or something like that. There was somebody in between us. There was only 3 seats.
Yeah.
And it was like this young kid. So his family was on the other side. And we go, first of all, we board like group 2 out of like 8 or whatever.
Did you feel real mamona?
Dude, yes. We're like, I think we belong here. Oh, and because I got an upgraded seat, we were able to go to the lounge, right? Like they don't have a British Airways lounge, but it was partnered with American Airlines because that's who we booked it with. So we could go to the American Airlines lounge in the Austin airport. So we went up there where they had like free food, like a little buffet and like little coffees and snacks. So we ate there first, just like little, they had like little barbecue stuff. And then we hung around there till the flight. And then we went down to the gate, and then we boarded like group 2. And then like we sit and like both of us never been on that type of flight before. We both had like the same experiences, like, but like 2 seats apart, where like we're both like, is this free? Because when we sit, this lady comes back with like champagne and orange juice, and I thought she meant both.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I'll take both. And she's like, no, which one do you want? I was like, I thought you meant a mimosa. But I was like, no. So like we both got champagne when we sat down. There's like a little, so the seat, like like you have your little sheet, like your pillow. It's like a regular pillow, not the little one that they give you back in economy. It's like a regular pillow and like a decent blanket. Yeah. There's like a little cubby next to you where they give you a little toiletry bag with socks, an eye mask, a toothbrush, and a lip balm.
That does sound good.
Yeah. And there you got like the TV, and you got the headphones to like listen, whatever. So we're like sitting, and then they immediately give us the menu to start looking at it. So you get like an appetizer, an entree, and a dessert, and like open bar.
Open bar?
Yeah,
Were you wasted?
a little bit. For legal purposes, we took at home a gummy that kicked in the plane.
Yeah.
So we had like
I'm ready to party.
yeah, we're a little crossfaded up there.
Whatever
I threw up a little.
stove.
I ate so much that I threw up a little. I was like, I can't. But like in the privacy of my own seat, but it was fine.
Yeah.
I've never thrown up on a plane before.
Okay.
But I think I was moving so much. I had like 2 drinks, and I wanted to eat everything because we're never gonna do that again. So we had like a little appetizer, and we had like a soup. I think we both had the soup, right?
Yeah, I have the menu right here. So you could choose from poached jumbo prawns, fennel and asparagus salad, or a Moroccan red lentil soup.
I had the lentil soup.
For starters, main course, grilled beef fillet, seared salmon, or mushroom risotto with a side salad. And then dessert, it was trio chocolate mousse, warm brown butter hazelnut pudding, or a charcuterie board with fruit.
Yeah. Wow. So it was really nice. And like, honestly, like I was like so full that also I was lying down and I was like, I can't like.
Acid reflux.
Yeah, and I was like, this is so much. So unfortunately, I did throw up a little, but I was like so fine after that.
What'd you do with the bag?
I just threw it in the bathroom.
Oh, okay.
Like it was like,
Joven?
but it was like my first time. Like, and it was like also like I was too excited to be there, moving around. The plane itself is kind of like moving too,
Yeah.
and then I'm eating so much, I'm drinking so much, and I was like, I cannot. And yeah I got a little sick, but I felt like immediately better after, and I just was able to go to sleep. Like, so like for the 4 hours, I also I was too excited to sleep.
Yeah.
But it was like for the first 4 hours, I watched the drama.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Such a good movie.
And then I was just like listening to music, just hanging out there. You can close a little door. So like I closed the partition, and then like, I think Ricardo, you were like asleep or like tried to go to sleep.
Yeah, it's just one of those sleeps where you're just waking up every 5 minutes. But it was still, I was still refreshed.
Did you put your seat entirely down like a bed?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
That sounds so nice.
So nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then on the way back, we were in economy. I had a panic attack. I couldn't breathe.
It was like packed back there. Oh,
and we were stuck on the tarmac for an hour and a half. But
Yeah.
like mid-flight, like 5 hours in, I had a panic attack. I could not breathe. It sucked. I didn't tell you about that.
well, because we're both like, so we didn't sit together in economy. And on the way back, it's like, fine, we're going to suffer through it. But when we were in the front, like a guy walked past you and was like, I can't believe they're making us walk through this. And I was like, no me hablen pobres. I wasn't even looking at the poors going into economy. Yeah, I was like staring out the window. No, but then I was like, no, we're flying economy on the way back. Like, no, that was nice. We experienced it. We said we've done it once. Yeah. And so like on the way back, we didn't sit together because we just got whatever seat was assigned. We're like in opposite sides of the plane, and both in the middle seats. So, I mean, I still used the fleece blanket and the little pillow that they gave me. I was very, very thankful. And then the food that they were giving, I was like, okay, I'll eat this, but I know what they're eating.
You're
up
like,
there.
where's the filet mignon?
Yeah, I'm like, this is like a little microwavable
Here's
thing,
your slop,
whatever.
bitch.
Yes. And then
More
we're just
roll,
like,
please.
and so we were like at the back of the plane. Like I was like 51 or 52 and you were like 57, like row. And like we're so in the back that like when I'm trying to go to the back bathroom, I'm just like walking past the ladies that are like doing everything, like the flight attendants. We're all squeezing through where they're like, they've got the trays and stuff. But that was like really nice. Like to experience it, it did, put a little dent in my credit card for it because it was about 3,000.
Okay, I was about to ask if you felt comfortable talking.
It was, well, the bidding was like 1,200. It was like 1,200 per seat. So then it was like 3,000. Or it was
With
like
tax and all that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Plus what we had already paid for our tickets like months ago. So
That's honestly not that bad.
Well, I was like, it's not that bad because one, like, we could afford it. We could do it, and it's honestly for me, I was like, we don't do this all the time.
Yeah, you don't go abroad very often.
So like, it's nice to just experience it, and then like getting to London, just hanging around. We did take a nap in the park because like we couldn't because we couldn't check into our Airbnb till like 4 p.m. and we were there at 9 a.m. So we're just hanging around. We like eat, I think. Did we eat before or after?
I don't think we ate. We just went to the National Gallery, walked around Soho.
Oh yeah, I went to like a museum.
Yeah, I went to St. James Park where you fell asleep.
In St. James Park. Yeah, like on the bench, you're just like lying down. And then like, yeah, we made it to the Airbnb, which when we booked it a long time ago, we thought that it was AC, but it didn't. It was a heater.
Oh no.
So, but and then my like I work with some like people, like British people who talked about the heat wave.
You're like, girl,
it
what
was
heat
like
wave?
78.
And they're like, we're dying.
Yeah. I'm like, we would sweat when we would be like in the areas where we're walking, like we're actually like in like doing a tour or whatever. Like, I'll give them that. There's chingos of steps. Like there's a lot. Like you do sweat in that moment, but like it wasn't like hot like we're
like here.
And it ended up being that like our Airbnb, we just slept with the windows open. Y hasta me daba frío en la noche. Like it was
brr.
like, ooh, it's a little chilly.
Yeah.
But it was nice. Like the Airbnb was cute. It was like 3 flights of stairs over like a Lebanese restaurant, which that's where we ate dinner like the first night because we were just right there. Like shawarma, right? Shawarma. And then like it was just like a lot of walking, and that's what would get us like so sweaty. So we would take a break to go back to the Airbnb, and then we would both like strip and just like be on the bed like, okay, let's cool off. But it really wasn't like heat stroke-ish, like heat stroke levels. But it was nice. We did do a lot of walking. We went to like the London Bridge, like toured it, walked on the top. We went to the London Tower, to the museum. We saw the crown jewels in the London Tower.
You're like, I took one.
I was like, and I'm wearing me with a crown. They do sell crowns there, like in the gift shop. But I was like, what if we just walk around with crowns? But it's like you can't take pictures in there of like the crown jewels and stuff, and it's like what they use in the coronation and stuff.
Yeah.
But then they also had a bunch of things that were like gifted from the prince of so and so, and I'm like, they steal these things, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you guys have artifacts that don't belong to you.
Yeah, exactly.
But there was this one day we went to a bar.
Mm-hmm.
So have you ever been? Mm-mm. So we were like in I don't know, how would you describe the Camden area?
I don't know. What do you mean?
Because that's where we were, right? Where we went to the bar.
Is it like the east side kind of? A little more grungy.
Camden is a little bit more considered alternative. Yeah.
Yeah. So then we went to this place called Barfly. And we went there because one of Ricardo's favorite artists, Frank Turner, has a plaque on the wall outside of like, he played his first show.
Yeah, it's a historical plaque.
So it's like he played his first show here in like 2000 something. And so we went to go take a picture of it. But then we're like, hey, he's like, do you want to get a drink here? And so we did. And over there, like people drink outside. Like they're like, the pub is overflowed. Or even, I guess, even if it's not, they can go stand outside on the sidewalk. But there was a security guy telling you where to stand.
Yeah.
Oh, pavement. Sorry. They call it pavement over there. And then, because when they found out we were Americans, they were asking us what we called sidewalks. We're like, sidewalks. They're like, oh, we're pavements.
So people were nice to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah. But okay, so we get into this bar and we're walking and it's like rock and roll music, like 50s rock and roll music playing. And there's just a bunch of British people cosplaying
I'll put the picture here.
as 1950s.
You're like, racism.
Yeah, like doing like their little like jigs or whatever.
You're like, segregation.
Yeah, they're like dancing and everyone's white. And they all are wearing like with the slick back and like the little poof, and the girls with like the little, when they're like poof
Yeah.
like that,
Yeah.
like rounded. And then mostly all the guys were wearing like the floral shirts, like think Elvis Presley. And this guy had like a tattoo of Johnny Cash on his head. It was Johnny Cash, right? Johnny Cash and Elvis Presley, like right here.
So it's like very like Americana.
Yes, yeah. And we're like, what the fuck? And we're like, we go in and it is packed because they're like dancing. And there was a banner of the Rock and Roll Club. Like it was like a thing. Like it was there, it was like an event. And so we walk in and we get ciders, which I will say, I don't drink ciders here because they're so acidic and they make my stomach hurt. But over there, they were so good
Yeah.
and maybe stronger. But like we got like a cider, we had like a strawberry cider and it was so good. So we got our drink, but we like decided to go outside and the security guard was like, yeah, just like be on this side. But we're like in the middle of a crowd here and they're all like chatting. It was very like 50s at the diner, señores, señoras, like, yeah, like viejitos. They were like so into this.
Yeah.
And like all dressed like the same. Like it was crazy. We're like, they're just cosplaying like 1950s.
Like make America great again.
Yeah. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And then like some people who, and then of course when we went to Leeds, we took a drive there. So that means Ricardo drove on the other side of the car,
That's
on
so
the
scary.
other side of the road.
That's scary.
He only went over one curb. But I
that's
was scared though. Like we were both scared though, like stressed the whole time. Like in the city trying to get out. I think maybe it got easier for him once we were like on highway. But it just took so long. It was like as if we went from like San Antonio to Laredo. But it took so long because their speed limits are lower and they change so much. And but like we just like took like a day trip. We went to the festival, which was like outside. It was like this old like abbey, like yeah, like all like run down and everything, but it was outside and it just looked really pretty and the weather was great. Honestly, the weather was great like the whole time we were there. And we're just hanging around in the field, and like one thing that we didn't notice that in Leeds, like all of the black and brown people were the people that were working the event, like the securities at the door or whatever, like the even like some of the food trucks, but everybody else was white. And we're like, damn, I don't see anybody else that's brown here. But there were like a few people because he was wearing a Dia de los Muertos t-shirt and this British guy walks by him and he goes, Dia de los Muertos. And then he goes, my wife's Mexican, points at her. And she says hi. And then we're like, so are we. And we just say hi. But then we like, people didn't, at the beginning, like we were just sort of keeping to ourselves. We're just like there, like we're listening to bands. But then this, I don't know why, but like then a couple people started talking to us, like different groups. And when we would respond, they'd be like, are you American? And then we were like, yeah. And then they were asking him so many questions about like the US or like America. Like,
Yeah. Jeez.
if they have gigs.
This one lady from Leeds, who was from Leeds, was asking me do they have many gigs in America then? Do you go to shows in America? And then
Are there festivals?
Some Scots were like, do you think they'll let me give me a citizenship? I could not understand what they were saying.
Oh, yeah. So like,
And then I said, you're gonna have to get married to somebody. It's like the quickest way. He's like, oh, I'm a good lad. I'm a good lad.
So everyone was drunk.
Is it true that you are? No, I don't. He wasn't that drunk.
well, yeah, maybe not him, but like everybody was drinking.
Yeah.
He's like, is it true you got a ticket for crossing the street in America? Yeah, they were obsessed. They're obsessed. They're obsessed with America.
They kept saying like, "Are you drinking? Are you?" I think they wanted to buy us a drink, but like he wasn't. He had already had a drink, but he was like, "I don't want to drink anymore." And
Is that a drive back to London?
yeah, and I wasn't drinking just because like I didn't want to drink. Like I only took off my liners to like eat and drink a soda, but I was like, no, I'm not really drinking. And again, I say like I don't like drinking at concerts because I don't like going to the bathroom. Like it's long lines, and then here it was outdoor. It was porta potty.
Yeah.
And I like a wrap, but then I was like, in my head, I was like, oh no, what if I have to go to the bathroom? Oh
Yeah.
my God, oh my God, oh my God. Like, then I was like, no. Like, I just, because also I'm eating like different foods, so I'm also like
You
worried
don't know what
like,
your tummy likes.
yeah.
Or not. Yeah.
But then like, so I already have a hard time understanding British accents when they're drunk. No idea what they're telling me. This
You're just
lady,
kind of like,
this lady was talking to me so much, and I was like, yeah, uh-huh. And she's like, well, first she was like, are you local? And I was like, no, I'm from America, I'm from the US, I'm from Texas. And then even then they're like, everything's bigger in Texas. Like they just said that, like asking us a bunch of questions. Like this lady kept talking to us so much that her husband was like, let them enjoy the music. And then she's like, okay. But then she like tapped me on the shoulder and she hugged me. She's like, I hope you have a really great trip here. Because everybody was surprised that like we were in Leeds, because it's not like a touristy place. And they're like, you came all the way to shitty Leeds. And I was like, they're like, do you know the Sunshine Underground? And I was like, yeah. And they were like, so like their minds were blown that I like knew. And I was like, okay, I know the Sunshine Underground because I used to be obsessed with Harry Potter. And Daniel Radcliffe one time did an interview and they asked him what music he was listening to, and he name dropped them. And I said, who's that?
Yeah.
And I looked him up and I liked them. And she's like, I love Harry Potter.
Yeah.
And then just talking to us about stuff, like they kept asking us like if we wanted to drink. Everybody's like rowdy in the festival. Like this is like a girl like was like flashing, but there are kids there, and I was like, girl, these guys kept getting on their shoulders like in front of us, and like just like for I guess maybe when it was like their favorite songs were playing, but this one guy gets up, is on the shoulders of another guy, pulls down his pants and starts mooning all of us. I saw a man pee. I saw two men pee. And I thought about that story of like the guy that pissed on my feet at the show here.
Like, not again.
Stubbs. No, for real. This guy, we're like by the barriers on the side, and then like I see this guy walking, and like he just like turns around the corner, takes out his wee wee and starts peeing. And I was like, oh, that man's peeing. And I just like looked away. But I'm like, he's like right behind you. He's like right next to you. He's like peeing. And then when we're in the crowd, I see this guy like finish his beer and then like put his like cup under, like he has like a jacket, he puts it under, and then he's like peeing. And I was like, oh my God. All peeing. And then it was just, I mean, like there's beers, jingles of beer everywhere. Like they're really drinking over there.
Yeah.
And so.
That's because supposedly I think I saw that like a lot of pubs are closing down in the UK. So I'm like, y'all were drinking more before? Even more.
I guess. Yeah. And it was just crazy. I had a great time though. The show was great. We heard a lot of bands that we didn't like haven't heard before, and they were all cool. But like I just saw a band that I loved when I was like 16 years old, and it was.
You fulfilled a dream
I
of yours.
I was like, I can't believe I'm in shitty Leeds, like, or whatever they called it. Like, I can't believe I'm all the way over here just listening to like a band from Leeds. Like that's where they were from. And then like on the way back, we just went home. We went back to the Airbnb. But it was a really good time. We did go to like a local pub around our Airbnb twice. So like we're having like drinks and like dude, the beer. I don't know. I feel like the beer over there is stronger.
Does it taste better?
Maybe it does. It's different because they use natural carbonation rather than forced carbonation. So if you drink like a lager here, you get bloated.
Yeah.
I get bloated half a drink in. I drank like 4 drinks, no bloat.
And we had like a peach beer. It was so good. And I feel like what in the US, like when they're trying to like, I don't know, maybe co-opt beer, they go for a lot of dark beers. But over there, it's like light beers are so good, like the peach beer.
Yeah.
And then the ciders are much less acidic over there. That like it didn't give me a stomach ache. And we had like a strawberry one and like an apple one, just like really, really. And then I'm like, why don't I drink ciders? But then I'm like, ciders here are too much.
Here they taste like sodas.
Yeah. And it was really good. I think we ate jacket potatoes.
Okay.
Do you know what that is?
I think I do, yes. I think I've heard of it.
I
yeah.
only know because do you remember that fucking show that Kim Kardashian did? Like on Hulu where they're all like lawyers or something like
Oh,
that?
yeah.
Okay. So she's doing this press tour thing where and they're like in the UK or it's somebody British that's interviewing them and she asked them about jacket potato and her and Sarah Paulson start cracking up because they don't know what it is. And then it's basically like a baked potato. So then he heard there's a place that's like really famous for it. So we went to the restaurant. It is fast food. So it's just like two potato, but they're not big potatoes, but there's like two potatoes like cut in a bowl with baked beans, cheese, crispy onions, and like a sauce, like a spicy sauce. It was so I was like, hey, this just needs brisket and then
Yeah.
it's barbecue.
Yeah.
I'm like, but this is like all this makes sense to be on a baked potato. But Ricardo got cheesy beans and tuna, which is tuna. Tuna. And it's spelled like tuna. They're like, we spell it like that so people say it like that. And we're like, oh, because we're like, we say tuna. And we're like, we also talked about accents like with the employees there too. Tell them about the cheesy beans and tuna.
Cheesy beans and tuna. You already explained it.
Were they
It was gross. It was disgusting.
That sounds disgusting.
They all said, yeah, it's really big over here and it's really good. And I said, okay, I'll order it based on what you said. But no, it was just like mayo tuna. Like, when you mix tuna with mayo, and it was disgusting. It was cold. Well, yeah, I think they served it cold. It was probably supposed to get warmed up in the little container, but no, it was bad. I ate around it.
So you guys had like a lot of social interactions. Did you go into it intentionally, or was it just people seemed to like be gravitated towards you and like they were like, these people seem like they're not from here, we're going to talk to them? I guess it was your accents too.
I made a conscious effort to avoid, because over there, they don't do small talk. They don't.
Yeah.
You don't when you don't nod to each other on the street.
Yeah.
So
You're right. They say that a lot.
Yeah.
You're
all right,
right.
mate. All right, mate. I didn't do that. I mean, I did say all right, mate, to a lot of people.
But you were also like,
But I was going to coffee shops. I was waking up early, going to do stuff.
oh, he was doing side quests.
So then you were trying to avoid small talk, but people were having small talk with you guys anyway.
If it was at like a pub or like the restaurant, like Spud Bros or a restaurant, they're working in the service industry over there too. Yeah, you talk to
But
people.
also, it was like they're noticing you because you're being like really polite, and I don't think that's.
Oh yeah,
Because he's like every time you.
I took
in
my
the interaction,
southern hospitality over
It
there.
was like,
Thank
hey,
you.
how you doing?
Yeah.
Like when they would say hi to us, he would actually say, oh, I'm good. How are you? And then they'd be like, oh, all right. Like, or it would be like, thank you so much. Like it would like I think he was like he really stood out. And then because the first time we went to the potato thing, I didn't get one because we went through Chinatown there. Is it called Chinatown, I guess?
Chinatown.
Yeah. And we ended up going to the same place we went to last time without even because there's so many. And I was like, oh man, I wonder if we'll ever see the one we went to again. And we ended up going to one because I really wanted the soup dumplings. So then we walk in, I was like, holy shit, this is where we were last time. We sat right there. So on the way to the Spud Bros, I had to stop for dumplings, and I was like, I'll just eat dumplings. So I ate dumplings, and then I didn't get a big potato that first time. But then I was like, okay. He was like, no, you have to have it. Like, so let's go again. He goes, this time I'll try the tuna one, because he had a traditional one, which is the one that I ended up getting. So when we go there and he gets in line, I feel like because you leave an impression of like you are being really polite and you just don't like sound different, she was like, I remember you. Like the employee was like, I remember you. And then that's when they started talking to us about like the tuna and like who likes it. Like, oh, they were asking like how long we were there for, if we were enjoying our trip. I think a bunch of people were like asking us if we were enjoying like London, and we're like, yeah, this is so fun.
Yeah, I mean, media really paints a picture of, oh, everybody hates us. You watch a lot of like videos of people interviewing other people on the street, like who are the most annoying tourists? Like, oh, Americans for sure. That's all for clicks and like bait, like rage bait.
Yeah.
It's not really real. Like once you go over and talk to people, like they do like us, they also hate our president.
And
just
they
like we
made
do.
commentary on like, it's the guy was talking about like the U.S. like bombing And he's like, they're just wasting time. Oh, talk about the store you went to. I think Ricky would appreciate the store you went to.
Was it a gay store?
Yeah.
It's a famous store in Camden. It's called the British Boot Company.
Okay.
It's been around since the 1870s, and it's the only place in the world now where you could buy Doc Martens that are still made in England. So originally, the British Boot Company sold Doc Martens, and they were all made in England. But then through private equity, they got acquired by another company, and now that they're made in Vietnam, Thailand, Laos, they're just made all over the world, but not with the same quality, and they're no longer owned by the same family. So I knew I wanted to go there, and so I bought a pair of boots. So they're Doc Martens, as in they're the same. I'll show them to you, but they're called Solivers, and they're made in England. They're the only boots. That's the only place you can buy them. Where they're made.
So
in
the
England.
tag in the back is like has green, like the lettering is green, where like the Docs is yellow, and the stitching is the same. It's just a different color.
Yeah.
But it's basic. It's like original, like Doc Marten, like from the Doc Marten family, like still being produced by that company.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Essentially.
And then
But
like
this guy was just going all like ripping apart like private equity, ripping
like
apart
capitalism and stuff.
investors.
He talked about the U.S. and stuff. So I think people assumed that I think it was like obvious that like we just weren't. I mean, we're not MAGA, so like I don't know if that like comes through, because when they were talking about it, they were talking about it with us like we would agree. And I'm like, no, we totally agree. Like it's fucked over there. But I'm like kind of like proud that we just didn't come off as like the Americans that, you know.
I think it's also the places you went to. You know what I mean? You go where like everyday people go. Because, I mean, I guess the one criticism I heard about British people is just they can be very racist and they're very like xenophobic. I don't know how the people you talk to feel about it.
I think people stared at me less.
Yeah, I didn't.
And I don't know if that's
anybody
the media too, because you know they don't want migrants in their country. And then I don't know if you heard what happened in Ireland or Northern Ireland, where a young white boy was shot by like, I think he was an Arab person, or what? I don't know how he was. I don't know if he was stabbed or something. But instead of arresting the Arab person, they arrested the young white boy, and then he ended up dying in custody from his wounds. So then in Belfast, I think there was all these riots of white people who are like, you need to get these like Arabs out of our country and all this other shit. They're like, wow, you arrested the white boy instead of the brown one. Like this is woke or whatever. So those are the stories I've heard. But again, like you're saying, it could be the media.
We also, you're right. It's also where we went. Like we were in like pretty, I would say like alternative spaces.
There's a lot of wealth inequality over there.
And we went to this, and then this other pub that we went to, we saw a guy with a Texas Longhorn t-shirt, and I was like, wait, do you think he's like maybe he's a tourist too? And then like we're like, let's see if he like gets it. So like Ricardo just goes, hook him. And then nothing. Like he walks past us, and we're like, oh, okay, so maybe he didn't hear us, or he's not, or he has no idea.
Yeah.
But then they ended up sitting right by the door. So on our way out, we actually stopped by and we're like, hey, like your shirt. And like we're like, hey, hook him. And he like looked so confused, and then immediately, of course he's British. He goes, I was in America. I was in Texas for the World Cup.
Oh, okay.
So, and I bought this shirt. Like he was in Dallas, because that's where it was. And he came up to Austin for like 2 days, and he called it Coop. He went to the co-op.
The Coop.
Which they have co-ops over there. I don't know.
Yeah,
He
like
just doesn't
he
know.
bought like a t-shirt, and then I was like, oh, and then I was like, I went to that's my alma mater. And then the wife was like, that's so cool. And then we ended up teaching him how to do hook 'em, and I was like, that's what they mean. So like hook 'em, it's the Longhorns. And he was like, oh, I just really like this shirt.
Yeah.
And like then we left. But I think we had like really good interactions. My criticism about like just tourists being tourists, or I don't know, was it also British people? People just stop walking in the middle.
Those are just tourists.
in the like they just stop.
Like get off an escalator and just stand there, or stop in the
And,
middle
like,
of the sidewalk.
I'm like, we would move to the side to like regroup on something. Like if we don't know if where we're going, if we need to figure it out, it was like step to the side, like because you're looking at your phone or whatever. You're like, you're stopping, but these tourists were just like stopping in the middle and like disrupting the flow of like walking.
It's
It
annoying.
bugs me so much.
Yeah, it's annoying.
Cause like why?
Yeah.
And then like they're all like talking in a circle and they're spread out, and I'm like, you see, it's like a busy market, and people are like,
here.
like people are trying to get to places, and they don't say excuse me. Only Americans say excuse me.
What do they
So
say?
British people think that it's rude.
To say excuse me. It's like you're saying get the fuck out of the way.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah.
You say pardon, or you just say nothing?
No,
I don't know. I've heard this before, but yeah, I don't know. I just say whatever I want in my American accent.
You're right.
No, and then he would do an accent every now and then, and I'm like, cállate. I don't want people to hear us and think that we're making fun of them.
Yeah.
We went to a play. And I had no idea about it. He knew about it. It was so cool.
I'm a big fan of Josh Radnor, and I follow him on Instagram, and
you
I
know
saw
that
he was doing a play.
He's the guy from How I Met Your Mother.
He's Ted in How I Met Your Mother. That's what he's most known for. And so I saw he was doing a play in Soho, and I was like, wow, got tickets. We went, and it was really good. It was just in a Soho theater, which is a lot smaller than you think it was, kind of like a black box theater. And it was just, for the most part, just two brothers on stage.
Yeah, it's
Kind of a dramatic.
yeah. It was very intense. It's like they're like in the music industry. Like the Josh Reiner plays like a producer, like who's like had big hits under his belt or whatever, and he's got his younger brother. And then like you're picking up on like them having a strained relationship and like all going back to like their father. And it's called The Hit Machine because one, the guy's a producer and he makes hits, but also the dad was abusive. And when I was like, holy shit, he's a hit machine. Like the dad would hit them. And then like, it just has these like, their interactions between them. And then that guy, I don't know if you ever saw
Noah Gavin.
The Good Doctor. Where like the guy is like he has like autism.
Oh yeah.
So there's a doctor in that show. His name is Asher in the show, and I was like, oh, I was like, I watched The Good Doctor. I recognize him. And then like he was in there, and so it's just very like them talking to each other.
Ben Platt's husband.
Ben Platt's husband.
Oh yeah, I know who you're talking about.
And he's really funny. Like
he's cute.
Like,
yeah.
He's cute. He's really funny, and like, you know, the play is like them like getting through to their problems, but there's also like this really cool like hip hop like act, like this rapper, and it's like the brothers collaborating and then making like a hit song or whatever.
Are they American in the play, or they have British accents? Okay.
Was the rapper?
He was British in real life.
Oh, but he rapped. He spoke an American accent.
He spoke an
Yeah. So it's like the U.S. or whatever. But like then they all came out after, and like they're just talking to people.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I was too shy, but he did talk to. I was like, well, I don't know Josh Ratner. Like you go talk to him. So he took a picture with him, and then I asked him to sign the book for him. But the other guy, I really wanted to talk to him, but everybody was talking to him about all his projects and stuff. And I was like, I don't know if I want to be like, hey, I know you from The Good Doctor. I don't know if he's like, I don't know how people feel about that show. Because it's like a non-spectrum guy playing a man on the spectrum or whatever.
You could have been like, I like your eyebrows. He has nice
He
eyebrows.
has nice eyebrows.
They're real thick.
Well, he's not very like that chiquito.
Yeah,
like he's very little.
He's a little twink. Yeah.
And he's like fit, and he like his outfit was so cute. And his mom was there, right? Like she went to go see him, so he was like talking to his mom and stuff. That was fun. Like we had
Sounds like a good trip.
We had a good trip. Like we would get back to the Airbnb, by like 7, 8, because we were like exhausted. We walked so much, took a bunch. One thing about the UK, finding their bathrooms was a fucking maze everywhere because you got to go downstairs, upstairs. Like I'm like, I'm in the haunted part of this building for sure. We went to the London Transport Museum. We saw all the trains. Like we just sat in the trains.
Like some of the first ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's where they were invented in the
and
UK.
then there were some where like they were like just there, like they're like you can't touch them or whatever. It's funny because they like they also made the horses like.
Oh yeah.
But then they also made horse poop. Like it's on the ground.
So, like for realistic
Yeah.
ambiance.
And I was like, does the poop have to be there? But some of them were just, you just like walk around them and you see them, the ones with the bigger wheels that you like had to like literally hop on. But then there were other ones like, when it gets a little bit more modern, that are like just little, what is it? Like little rail cars, and you can get in them and like sit in them. It was also like coal. So like it's all just like fucking black down there. And then like there was a small like part where like a small victory for the smokers who finally got a card that was smoking.
Yeah.
Because they were on non-smoking.
Yeah.
But like it didn't really matter if you're smoking down there. There's chingos of coal going on and like you're already inhaling that. But just seeing that, we saw the little cars and but it's very much like a kid's museum.
Yeah.
Like you are stamping. I got the little paper where I'm stamping that I hit all the marks, and like it was a little overwhelming because there's chingos of kids everywhere and like ruining our photo ops when we're like trying to get in the car. Y luego se mete un niño and she's like, this is for ladies only, because they show the ladies only card that they had back then. And then the mom's like, no, everyone's welcome in this one. And we're just like looking, but
That's cute.
Ricardo loves the London Underground. Like he loves the subway train system, which honestly is like pretty cool when you're like, this is old. It's scary.
Because it's really deep, right? Luke said you have to take like several escalators down. And is it hot too?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
And some of them don't have like AC, but some of them do.
Yeah.
So every once in a while. The newest one is the Elizabeth line, which is after Queen Elizabeth. And that one is all purple. Like its color is purple, because the other ones it's like red and blue. It's like the typical color scheme, and this one's like purple. That's the most modern one, I think.
Yeah.
But
I wish we had public transport here.
Yeah, we would be anywhere. Like it was like a 20-minute trip, but like because the trains were just so fast.
Yeah, you can like have a couple drinks and not have to worry about driving anywhere.
Yeah, well, I was like, I don't know, dude, because you take a lot of steps. Like guys, what if you fall on the actual rail? Oh, that's so scary. But it was good. Although the whole time, like we were like joking about pickpockets. We would like yell at each other. I'd be like, pickpocket. Because now, and then all I was seeing like on my feed, my TikTok feed over there was like London, like just London stuff, and it was a lot of like pickpocket stuff, like that they're just like snatching your phones. They're like, beware of the kids that are like riding the bikes so fast, because if you're like out, they're like, take it and go. And I was like, I mean, nobody ever like got close to us like that. And I guess we were very aware of like just pickpockets in general, but it was fine. Yeah. What am I missing? Anything from the trip? What else?
No, you got it.
It was a lot of fun. I would just say like a lot of walking.